Now, I do want to talk about the Hound because we're asked about them. And we have nothing in our document because
Heading 1.
we have heading 1 and emptiness. So there's only one thing to do in this situation, which is just open the alpha and show you bits of it.
Yes.
Because I will say there's nothing to say that we haven't already said.
I want to see these roots.
Because we haven't learned anything new, right? We haven't learned anything new about them. I will say there's a side quest that I bricked. I don't know if that's a bug or just me, but I literally couldn't continue it. So that was somewhat frustrating. And I'm sure my alpha client will open at some point in time soon, and I can show you. But there's not an awful lot new outside of the fact that they are where we think they are. Let me just make sure that can be... Hello, computer, could you behave for me? Thank you. Alpha. Yo, black screen. Fantastic. Where is...
There's 2 WoWs.
No, there's not.
And neither of them work. Great.
No, it'll work fine. It just won't work when... because there literally is 2. Right, okay. Okay, we are high quality. Bro, hello?
What's a bro hello?
There we go.
Hey.
Now we're gaming. So, I'll show you what's going on down here. I love the Mr. Sunflower's back. Yes, Mr. Sunflower. Him and his therapy group. Oh yeah, the Niffin are back. Sorry to say. Sorry to say the Niffin exist in Ashket. I don't have anything to say about it outside of I don't like them very much.
I have no comment.
Yeah, I don't like them very much. This is me taking some screenshots in the my mounted no.
Yes, this which is a gorgeous zone.
Yeah, so I was going to say about this is, this is... Let's zoom out. So you've got, something is amiss. It's Suramar. Literally Suramar. There's... Where all... Yeah. We've got, like, our little allied boys who don't really have anything to go in a minute. So it is, like, a nice enough city. Nice enough little city. But I was going to show you the roots and stuff. That's the wrong zone. Let me just slightly optimize my...
Will he have the vigor?
Will I have the vigor, Michael? I have all 6 vigor and second wind. I can't physically run out of vigor.
Right, so here we are.
Yeah, we've got 3 delves here. The Underkeep, Tactile Abyss, and Spiral Wave, none of which are available. We've got loads of different little subzones and different questy boys. But I will show you, let's spoil them too much. I will show you too.
The zones are giant.
The zones are very big. That's the one thing I've noticed.
Very big.
They are unbelievably huge. And they're slightly not that dense as a result, right? Also, I see some dark zones. Yeah. I personally not a big fan of Ashkehead, but Dark as Hell and Ring and Deep's also a bit Dark as Hell Underground.
Oh, I meant
very different.
I meant the density.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm just saying I'm not a huge fan of them being. Well, there's you got roots.
Yes, the roots of Valuna here, probably or confirmed.
Not confirmed, but test that dialogue points them out, but doesn't say what they are. Just says that they're very important. So there is the breathing pit.
The breathing pit, lovely.
Yes. The pit that breathes. This is nothing to worry about.
Just mystery flesh pit.
I would not worry about the mystery flesh pit whatsoever, or the amalgamation of void blood that's in them.
Void blood.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, you look at these books.
That's a brain.
Yeah. Also, look at me playing Herald of the Sun.
I'm
playing Herald of the Sun because the talent that gives you wings every Wake of Ashes works really well with it.
So this is... Okay, I'm taking this as this is Azeroth. Void corrupted, life corrupted, pustule.
It sure seems to be that way. Because there's a load of... This is all like... This is the black blood that they're harvesting. Because you down here and you break a load of the like harvesting things that the Nerubians have set up. So this is old god blood down here.
Because all of World of Warcraft is about what they're putting in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So the Nerubians are harvesting all of this like void blood. You go into... I think that's Arakara, and one of these big boys is one of the bosses. Which I quite like all that. I'll find my way out of here eventually. But this is a pit that's connected to the roots of the Luna here, and clearly corrupting it. as you can see from my from how bright this area is.
Because I
It's all covered in
suppose,
blood.
and maybe a bit crude, but you sort of do the whole life plus void equals.
Question mark?
I was going to say cancer, but
Oh, you could do that. Yeah,
you
you could do
that's
that.
sort of the disgusting, uncomfortable metaphor.
Yeah, that
We're
they've
gonna
always
go with.
used.
Because that's the whole thing, like, uncontrolled life, right? Amenthul's really angry about that. There's a Hearthstone card called Purge from History that's Amenthul destroying a big, like, vine.
Very good. Very good.
So I suppose if you take, like, what life is supposed to represent, but then corrupt that with void, it's like void and life, they seem naturally beside each other on the chart.
Yeah. Well, here's
Captain Exposition.
What's he say? Oh yes, this is all the Harneer you get in this whole zone so far, outside of side quest. It's literally them going,
God, Phil Spencer's really made deep cuts. This is how I have to tell the story now. Shit.
Yeah. They do this for whenever there's something that's not implemented in alpha. They drop Captain Exposition to explain to you what happened that you didn't see in a cutscene or whatever else. So this is a case of you see the Harneer. There's a little bit of a disagreement over helping us or not because they're basically non-interventionists. Which explains all that going on, but it seems to be that way. Breathing pit. Get your minds out of the gutter. So that's all the routes climbing up, and Orwin is not very nice either. What do you mean? Not very nice.
Oh,
not very nice, which I enjoy. So the routes go up.
What is she?
What is she?
Yeah. What is a Harneer?
I don't know. Good name.
Very good.
I've seen people mad preemptively, been like, "Oh, they've found a way to turn night elves into trolls." I'm like, no, I think they actually might be like the precursor people from, like, before the dark trolls became night elves.
Yeah.
Before they became current trolls, that they actually got brought down there to protect the roots of Aluna here, which is a thing that done by ANR and Alun after Amenthul pulled it out, but was stupid enough to not get the roots. Because, he doesn't know how weeds work, apparently. Idiot. So that's kind of all you have for them. I'm missing the side quest, because there's a side quest. The other thing is druids. They're druids. Because Arwena flies away in, bat travel form.
Mm-hmm.
Which may be placeholder, but it looks pretty there. And there's like the quest is investigate the strange bats flying around, which has broken. Don't think about Gorgrond.
Oh, hello.
Don't think about Gorgrond at all. Don't do that at all whatsoever. So this...
They're the other side.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. So this is the Harneer camp, in which I have no quests.
Yes. Continue not thinking about Gorgrond.
And there are also no NPCs that are here. Which is, why? Is it because I broke the quest?
It's a very yonic tense.
Yeah. Because I broke the quest and haven't spawned in the actual camp denizens, or are they just not here for a different reason? Different reasons being, multiple.
Oh,
there's
that's a handy taxi.
Yeah, this is obviously one of the Halifal taxis, one of the Rathi. So,
on that, there's a thing I saw. It gives you a 25% faster taxi speed.
Wow, unbelievable.
Big new game.
Yeah.
But there are times you just want to go away from your keyboard and end up somewhere else, so I'll take it.
That's true. That's why they invented static flying.
We see
still here?
in between.
We've got incredible new technology.
Wow, yeah, it's called tank frame rate.
Called air mines.
Oh no.
So actually literally just like flying.
Fun place!
It's literally just in this zone, and as part of the quest you get something that can pop them. Oh my god, I didn't even see that one, honestly. Fuck. So what do we have? Like you're right about the zone being huge. But that's
I
think that might be a disconnect. That seems like a disconnect, so we'll throw.
But not from
actually we're good. No, we're fine. That was just a loading thing. You'll see how big this one is. There's the city. You'll understand why I'm in the Suramar vibes. You look at the size. It's just most of this place is.
You're doing a great job with their. Is volumetric the right word?
I actually think the fog is a wee bit too intense.
What is the technically correct way to describe that visual effect?
I couldn't tell you. I know I've heard volumetric fog, but I'm not a.
I like
don't
it.
know much about that. And here's our raid, by the way. Narrow Bar Palace. Which I'm sure if I fly into the door, it'll just work fine. There'll be no problems.
And your character is bricked.
Must be in a raid group. Sad.
Yeah.
Sad. So this is a little short.
Yeah, shit, it's humongous. Ringing Deeps is humongous.
Yeah. It's actually slightly.
Yeah, they're all big.
Slightly small when you let on because you go, what's down there? And then I'm not going to hit it, but there's a death plane right below that.
Ah.
But there's the.
Oh, now you're in a dungeon.
I'm in a dungeon.
Congratulations.
Now. I forgot that dungeon just was there.
You know, it's funny, like I was doing the Northrend Cup.
This is our car, the City of Echoes.
Doing the Northrend, fuck, that's also quite nice. Doing the Northrend
Yeah.
Cup, you also realize, holy shit, Northrend's massive.
Yeah.
Like Storm Peaks, I mean, obviously it was designed for flight back in the day.
Yeah. So you'll see what I mean about this being a pretty standard dungeon, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've been to one of these before.
So there's 3 lieutenants. Take them down, boss spawns, and then you walk over there and kill the boss, and then you walk over there and kill the boss.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
I love a good press W dungeon.
Yeah.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I like having a mix, and so far from what I've seen, other than City of Threads, we're definitely leaning a little bit to the shorter side in dungeons. Or are we? Is this just the ones that I've like seen or played?
I can't say because
I guess without shooting, it's hard.
yeah, without tuning, like we walk over everything on normal difficulty. We just go in and to delete it for a variety of reasons. We just completely destroy them, so they feel really quick. But some like the City of Threads is way too long because you spend 1 billion years finding spies and rooting them out, finding the eyes of the queen, and that takes absolutely ages. Oh, show off the void web. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Do you think players would be able to trivialize it?
Probably. Yeah, don't worry about this.
Yeah, that looks fine.
Don't worry about this. I'm sure nothing will go wrong if I am at a second wind. I need to actually fly all this murder.
Yeah, the whole time I was playing the Dark Heart quest line, just thinking, Sarkarath boss room? Could somebody please go to the Sarkarath boss room?
No, well, you clearly didn't pay enough attention.
Yeah, no, somebody does.
Yeah.
But not to the boss room, to Aberrus.
Yeah, which is obviously the boss room. Wow. Oh, no.
Oh.
What's happened?
He's dead.
Whoops. It's fine.
What's that?
It's just a don't go here anymore, dickhead.
Yeah, but I mean the webs. What is the?
Oh yeah, who knows? Who knows? God knows. Lots of things. Lots of things because down here is a death plane as well.
You know,
and that goes deep.
It almost looks like a World Soul. I'm not saying that's the World Soul.
You're
Oh, you know what I mean?
You're seeing demons in the shadows on the wall,
It's a
mate.
big glowy ball with lines in it.
Everything glowy balls at World Soul, mate. I want to show you before I close this. I'll show you the cool thing. Maybe show you the Stormbringer Shaman as well because it's sick, but a little bit later. I want to show you our allies because they're cool as hell. They are very cool.
Man, it's really humid.
It's really bad.
It's really humid. This is.
Yeah. We've got our wee ally spiders.
Ah. Wonder what she looks like if you use the crab filter.
Are they just up there? That's a good question. Look at that.
My God.
Yeah. You know what's really funny? I find that more unsettling.
Yeah. I think with spiders though, it's some weird like.
Yeah, it's a like a deep fundamental human thing.
Yeah. I'd love to know what the science.
Yeah. Also,
is of that.
anyone want to go for a goblin raid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
Yeah. It turns out the goblins are here.
People
I've
are
been here for a while.
suspicious. Wait, what?
Yeah.
They've been down here for a while.
I think they've been down here longer than I've been.
Undermine.
Because
emphasizing the under,
yeah.
Which some people think may be a raid.
Almost certainly.
It would be a narrative departure. I'd be keen to see how they would take us there narratively.
I will also say, in terms of and this is kind of the same for Dragonflight and other zones, but there's a lot of these places I have never been because the game has not brought me there for any quests yet.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what's over here? I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
Or is this was
100%ing or going to 100% on Aaron Plains until something bugged out and I just cannot find the character. Scout Tomo, whatever.
Tomo,
yeah. But there's so many little bits of on Aaron Plains that aren't the big central plains bit.
Yeah.
There's a dragon scale bit and
Any of this look familiar?
Ah!
This place is crawling. You know what? That's really helpful you said that, Monte Gaslo. That's really helpful you said that. What do you Nash Cat again? Keep down with a group of... Alright, so yeah, he came down here first. And there's a bunch of people from Dalaran there. That's the other thing. The Venture Club goblins might have been a part of the Dalaran thing. I don't actually know if they're already there. But hang on. Learn what you can with goblins. Let's find out what the goblins are doing here. Because I actually want to know. Oh, I'm stuck.
Live video games.
I'm stuck. Oh dear.
Yeah, so we're back in Loam.
Good thing I wasn't playing. We're not back in Loam. This is Marl. It's different. Hello, Sammy Fizzfold. What's a crack? All right. Okay. Oh, is this the June area? Or is it not? There's an area where you actually, if you walk... No, it's not here. Ah, fuck. There's an area called the Wormlands where if you walk around and you do it wrong, you get eaten by things.
Very good.
Where's my quest person at? Ah, Murphy, bartender. What can you tell me? Yeah, it seems like they've been down here long enough if they've got a wee barbell set up.
Well, now, if you're on an expedition, that's probably the first thing you'd set up, right?
Yeah. I mean, they've incorporated Pool Boys LLC and everything. Sounds rough.
I guess even my hobgoblin is on theme. Delicious.
Very good.
What are you on? Ah, the Doom Bar.
Yeah.
Very sad. There was no broadside.
Yeah,
No
unfortunately.
broadside, which is good for our health, but bad for your stream.
That's true. That was a nice, strong beer that we used to enjoy a lot, and it's nowhere but. Hello, Jenny Bimbuckle. Have you been here for long? That's about as helpful as I expected.
Yeah.
What do you make sense of this? Working together with a venture company? No thanks. I'm out here. Get this gone. Get this gone. Get this gone. Yeah, so there's clearly some stuff going on. There's if they tunneled into Ashgahet, where from?
Yeah.
Because there's no other tunnels in around here, which implies that we do have ourselves goblin raid at some point, being more and more obvious in a bunch of ways. I think that's kind of it for what I can really show you about Ashgahet without going through the actual quest line, because it's just a cool
core thing.
Stuff.
Very big zone, very pretty. Seems to be Suramar-like.
Yeah,
at least with the city component.
So I'll say the other thing that makes it Suramar-like is it's not quite full. You're organizing rebels, which was I thought that was a really great story in Suramar when you go outside the city and do everything and build up the rebels with your own little emblem and stuff. But the actual point of this isn't walk into the city with Nerubians and kill them all and get out. It's you have to find yourself allies. You have to, there's people who, because these Nerubians are intelligent, cultured creatures. They aren't just monsters. They are an empire that is, as grand or as great as the elves, whatever else they, probably not quite that great, but close enough. In a bunch of ways, like world-spanning people. They have all of their culture. They have,
The question is, when did this bunch arrive and how?
A long, long time ago, because they built an empire. They're also spiders who burrow anyway.
This is Nerubians that are where other Akir live. And the timelines mean that this isn't escapees from the War of the Spider.
No, this is older. It's kind of the same. It's basically the same vibe as us showing up to Suramar and going, wait, elves been here all the time? They're like, yeah. We've been here for so long that we're different species, kind of. So, enjoy that. But the big thing is, up in Nerebar, you've got your queen. And the queen is in council with Zaltath, Harbinger. I think everyone just calls her the Harbinger, basically, for the whole story. Except for Leary, who always goes, Zalatath, blah. But you've got her up here in Nerebar Palace, and she is... what is the difference between bad Nerb and good Nerb? The difference is whether or not their nameplate is red, yellow, or green. Honestly, seriously, it is actually kind of that. But it's just allegiances, right? Because they're intelligent, they're not just, we're all bad guys, whatever, it's who they're allied to. So, you see the way that's... Do you even know any boy? That's not quite like... Oh, whoops.
Oh, yes, these are the new ones that get empowered by Zalatath.
Yeah, so they're not quite like this guy. Oh shit, he's gonna hurt me. So they're not quite like, like actual Nubians. People are torn on this. They're torn on whether or not it's a good thing to be two legs or not. And people think the ascension process isn't ascension whatsoever. And that's where you've got, like, the queen is, in Zalatath's console, so there's all of that going on. And you have basically people who don't believe in following the queen as she follows Zalatath. And then that's how you build, like, a little resistance group.
Gotcha.
And a little bit of influence around the city. A little bit like you've got allies wherever, certain places you go, you've got allies, you've got places to hide, things like that. You've got, you get the pheromones you have basically are gifts from people who are like, you need this to get into our city. Most people will like smell that off you and go, oh, you're one of my boys. You're cool. Because it's kind of like there's like a general who like we help out by killing one of the ascended or sorting out one of the ascended who's like at odds with him over who's like leading the like that contingent or whatever that part of the army. So he helped him out and he goes, well, you smell like me now, so everyone will just think you're one of my boys, even if you look weird as hell. Yeah. So we can sneak around the city. We can walk around the city until, guards go, you smell a bit funny. You're like, shh. So that's rude.
Probably Nerubian Civil War then.
It is big Nerubian Civil War, which is where a lot of the Suramar vibes also come from.
Yeah.
Where it is like, you've got allies on the outside that are helping you work your way into the city and sort things out. Which I very much appreciate, like, the story going that way. I very much enjoyed it. Like, it's not, like, super subterfuge and stuff. It is all fairly simple, but it does feel good having, like, Nerubian allies. And, like, mysteries kind of unravel and little allegiances going back and forth and things like that. They're actually fun. They're actually very fun. I wish the fog were less aggressive, because it kind of cuts contrast really hard. It's like your whole, all of your screen is like that kind of blue, and you can see how, like, dim things are. As a result, this been like lit way stronger, I think would make me happier. It would look a bit less dim.
I wonder
but like if this like popped a lot more.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if you change the contrast and gamma settings.
Do I have my gamma pretty low in this, or does that my head one at home? Done.
Perfect.
World of Warcraft, as God intended. There you go. I've created beautiful art. I can't see shit. The worst part is because of the contrast, there's people who say that looks better. And you know what? I can kind of see it. It just looks horrible.
There are times you can make it pop just a little bit more, and I think WoW can look better. Yeah. I think it's a little desaturated out of the box usually.
It is, yeah, it is. That's what it's supposed to look like. Beautiful. So that's Ashgahet.
That's Ashgahet.
We've shown you that beautiful zone.
Yeah, we could show you others, but we can't because they're not in the alpha. But whenever it's beta, then we can.
Yeah, we actually literally can't. Which will be, I'm assuming next week we'll get access to everything again for alpha. Probably. I'm hoping so. Because then I would be able to go and figure out loads of other things. That would be nice. Instead of me just kind of forgetting everything from the previous zones. But that's where we left you off. We're talking about, that's the roots, Olga Blood, and as a zone overall.